My fellow Toastmasters, welcome. I want to give you a little introduction about me, a very small piece of my long life. And it's about careers. Some of us have careers that are planned down to the year and the final positions. Some of us have careers thrust upon us, whether we like them or not, planned or otherwise. What kind of other careers do you have? Think about that for a second. Parents? I have several, other than being a parent. One of the ones that I've had well, all of these were thrust upon. One's like landscape maintenance, where I'm dealing with foliage all the time. You don't understand what it's like to be a landscape maintenance person of your own yard when it is filled with the largest oak tree you've ever seen. I'm dealing with leaves until the end of March, and they're on the ground. I've had other careers thrust upon me, and most recently as a transfer and storage manager. I got to move my daughter from Sacramento to Helena, Montana, because I was raised in Helena, and she decided to go to college in Helena, Montana, 4 times, twice each year. Now, one would think I'd get good at that after a few years. Never. You never get good at moving and transfer and storage. Because first of all, I'm spatially challenged. Thank God I married a woman who can fit a very large box into a very large box into a very small truck. Now, in addition to that, I've had to move my daughter from Sacramento to San Francisco 4 times in 8 months, or excuse me, 14 months. I've come to the conclusion that with my truck, I look like the Clampetts from Beverly Hillbillies going down Interstate 80 and paying tolls at the bridges. I can't figure it out. How can one daughter have a cart full of flip-flops and it is a 64-ounce storage bin full of flip-flops? She had a color for every day of the year. She never wore the same pair twice. Now, you think, you have to do that as a parent, right? And you think, and I thought, yeah, I should do that. But it got very, very mundane about driving down 80, trailer in the back, trying to be careful, and I thought, I gotta stop. I gotta stop being the president of the Lannan Moving and Storage Company. I had perhaps the most interesting career in my life was during the time when my wife had to have back surgery. And you think, what's so fun about that? Back surgery is very painful. I got to be a drug runner. I swear to you, it's the coolest job in the whole wide world. You get to go and take your wife to the doctor, and they sit and they talk to you about all these drugs that you get to take and the opiates, and the list is this high. I swear to you. Then the doctor calls it all into the pharmacy, and I, because my wife can't drive on this stuff, right? Don't want to drive. I get to go to the pharmacy and pick it up. And I get to carry the little bag out very secretively because it's class 1 narcotics, everybody. If you give it to anybody, you're in jail. And I'm thinking, this is cool, man. How does it feel to be a drug runner? So I had the most exciting time going from my house. I'd get in the truck, it'd be fun. Drive to the pharmacy, and the pharmacist would look at you like, you know what you're supposed to do with this stuff, right? Are you going to, sign on the line that you're not going to give this to anybody, and if you yeah. I had to do that for 6 months. It was the greatest thing in the world. Anyway, those are some very small portions of my life that I wanted to talk to you about. I want you to know that self-deprecating humor is the greatest thing, was one of my greatest assets. And I enjoy coming to Toastmasters and sharing these pieces of my life. And Mr. Toastmaster.